Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in this replay review, and we have a pretty special player here named Skippy, ladies and gentlemen. You may say, Saul, what MMR is Skippy? 800 MMR. Saul on Warcraft Champions, 800 MMR is pretty low. Yes, but ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Skippy is a special player because he's one of the biggest Twitch streamers around the world. This Sodapoppin, the World of Warcraft legend, and he has 900. He has 9 million followers on Twitch. He's a very big streamer, and he got invited by Mr. Grabby to Grabby organize 8-player show match tournament for World of Warcraft players. So Mr. Soda has been practicing, and he has been practicing on a platform where you can check your progress really quickly, called Warcraft Champions. And ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I'm going to react to Mr. Sodapoppin the replay. So, he's playing as Undead, he's playing versus Human. Okay, versus Human we need to open with Ghouls. And the hero can vary between Crypt Lord and Lich. That's the standard choice. If you want to play one base, and Mr. Sodapoppin is not making his hero, he's not making the ghouls, so the macro is a little bit sleeping. Okay, that's good. That's good. The second ziggurat is too early, but we are going to focus on important things. He's making the right buildings. Maybe not in the best order, but the buildings are okay. So, I don't like the Death Knight here. Okay, maybe Mr. Soda is new and he wants to learn how to play DK ghouls in every matchup. Fair enough. But DK first is not the most, is not meta pick, right? It's either Lich or Crypt Lord, because with those two heroes, it's better to expand. Because in the high MMR, or in general meta in this matchup is two. Undead is expanding, Human is expanding, and we see who is playing better. And also, if you are if you have very bad luck, and your opponent is playing Palio Rifle, then ladies and gentlemen, there is going to be a problem with the timings, right? Because with Death Knight, you can't really creep that quick. So, what is Soda going to do? I like that he's not selling his TP, because on lower level, don't do it. And he's not moving his Death Knight. So, definitely he has the problem that he's not clicking that fast. His APM is a huge problem. I'm not kidding. 50 APM is pretty low for Warcraft standard. So that's why he's moving quite slowly. He doesn't understand that he can just kill the critter. This is a beautiful critter here, this sheep. And with killing critters, they leave corpses, and you need corpses to summon skeletons. So, judging by Mr. Sodapoppin build, he's going for one base. And with one base, you don't need ziggurat that quickly. Look, his food limit is 24 by 40. Instead of making this ziggurat, you should be taking already. So, ladies and gentlemen, also Mr. Macro of Mr. Soda is quite low, right? We should not make ziggurat number 3. We should take first, and with this build, I guess we produce a lot of ghouls, because we play one base. Also, we can expect that our opponent is expanding. If Human is expanding, we need to punish this expansion, or Human will get out of control. This is a good habit to have. So, Mr. Sodapoppin doesn't know where to scout. He doesn't know this map. Or Northern Isles, the opponent is on the top. Mr. Soda thinks that he's playing on Lost Temple. On Lost Temple player or Twisted Meadows. They can spawn on 4 different locations, but here it's mandatory, and he saw nothing because skeleton expired. So, ladies and gentlemen, I like the attempt for scouting, but what we should do, we should scout only expansion, and if nothing is on expansion, the main base, to check with not Polar Rifle, and of course with Undead you should scout with Acolyte first. Ladies and gentlemen, what is this? His opponent, remember, is Warcraft champion, so the matchmaking is pretty good. So, opponent of Mr. Soda is also, ladies and gentlemen, on lower MMR, and it was a pretty unexpected position. And yes, we are sending another skeleton, and what is this skeleton going to discover? It's tier 1. So, opponent may be thinking about expansion. So, I would recommend to go to the expansion position, because if opponent is not taking, it means expansion. What Sodapoppin is going to do? He has 700 gold, which is bad. He should produce more ghouls. And yes, he's not aggressive versus expansion, he's just creeping level 3. Let's see how it's going to work for him. Creeping level 3 should be fine, but yes, we should be harassing the economy, not creeping. Especially because we don't have that many ghouls, and Mr. Soda got the last hit, and this is nice, but remember, his macro is a little bit bad. But actually it's not that bad because his tech is almost done, so let's see if Mr. Soda is going to make proper units on tier 2, and his opponent is playing rifles. That's actually good for us, because versus rifles, we like fiends. So, it's very important at tier 2 to start few things at the same time. When tier 2 finish, when we have Halls of the Dead, we need to start Leech, and we need to start Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse instantly. That's nice. Mr. Soda understands this concept, but while he's building something in his base, he is staying AFK, which is not that nice. This creep camp is quite small. Maybe you should creep something bigger, but yes, okay. We got this last Murloc. Slaughterhouse is in very front position. In general, Undeads are trying to make like a cave inside of their base to make Slaughterhouse like in defensive position to not be cancelled easily. But so far, so good. Undead is the strongest on tier 3. So Mr. Soda, no, queuing 3 fiends is a bad idea. No, we don't need that many. We need to tech first. You know, of course we should be producing units, but tier 3 is much more important. So upgrade these Halls of Dead into Black Citadel. It takes a long time, and we should be doing it now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, opponent has pretty nice army, and remember, to break this army, we need our Lich, and we need this tier 3 power spike. Staying for that long on tier 2 is really bad, and Mr. Soda has a lot of resources, so yes, this is a bad decision. There are some weird builds when you all-in on tier 2, but yes, that's very, very, very unlikely. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Soda is fighting here, which is actually not bad. Of course, he needs to micro. He needs to take good care of his fiends, because, well, losing ghouls is painful, but losing fiends is even worse, and opponent has a lot. Opponent has a lot, but the rifles are dying. Remember, we should prioritize healing our units, because healing is twice effective for coil, so you heal for 400. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, that's nice, but Mr. Soda, if he's not stacking, he's not producing. Ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, macro. Macro is the biggest problem in this game, because Mr. Soda is not going to make his ultimate unit composition. He's not going to have Orb of Corruption quickly. He is not going to have destroyers, maybe abominations versus mass rifles. I think abominations are better than destroyers, but regardless, those two units are tier 3 units, so you need to make them quite quickly. Okay, we have double obsidian statue, and now Mr. Soda is stacking, but that's late. Ladies and gentlemen, he's pushing his opponent. He's going into his opponent Arcane Tower range, which is fine, but as we can see, we lost all of our mana, and now Mr. Soda is pulling a little bit back. There is not a problem if we creep nicely on this map, Northern Isles. We have 2 nice camps in the middle, so maybe Mr. Soda can consider creeping them. Because look at this, without destroyers, it's not that easy to dispel water elementals, and I like that Mr. Soda is disengaging. We don't want to spend our time on those. Macro by Mr. Soda, he's making more ziggurat, so his supply block not being supplied block is very important, because look, he wants to produce 2 additional units, but he can't. Ladies and gentlemen, no, Mr. Soda just discovered this expansion that we expected to see, and look at this, ladies and gentlemen, he is basically going to die to those towers. I mean, he can kill them, but look at these Death Knights, is low, like almost dead, no mana. Without mana, he can't heal his fiends. I like that this fiend survived, but he's attacking too early. He should attack with his tier 3 power spike, and without it, the push is not that good. Ladies and gentlemen, Archmage is pulling back, but yes, Mr. Soda is not online yet. No, this build needs to be complete. Orb of Corruption, tier 3 units, because without this, human is going to trade very, very, very efficient. And seeing Archmage rifles is crazy. So Archmage rifles, we should be able to punish them so hard because there will be no knights early. Human is investing all of his gold into those rifles. And versus rifles, third hero, Criplord or Dark Ranger. I think I would go for Dark Ranger in this case. Let's see if Mr. Soda is going to make a third hero. And by the way, if you are worried that you are not going to get your orb in time, you should make a Criplord, because Criplord is going to be out in your base and you can just get the orb yourself. And you know what Soda is doing? Soda is fighting too early. Soda has 1000 gold that he's not spending on the orb and his second hero. Orbed second hero is like almost 800 gold plus few destroyers or one abomination. That's 1000 gold that he could spend really quickly, and he could be back here in like 40 seconds. And then he would fight for real. But as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, he's fighting for real without all of these benefits. If you are not going to use those benefits to your advantage, then don't go tier 3, but we know that tier 3 is so important. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, HP, oh, that was a nice coil, so Mr. Soda has this nice coiling ability, I like it. But yes, as we can see, ladies and gentlemen, here, okay, the Fiend will go down. Yeah, this is not efficient enough, and Human is rich. We are watching this game via Advanced Observer mode, so we see that his opponent gets 3000 gold. So yes, macro of his opponent is not great, but remember, that's because we are playing on Warcraft Champions, so Mr. Soda is getting opponents on his level. Mr. Soda decided to add abominations, I like it, but still we need orb and third hero. I think third hero is mandatory here, because we can punish mass rifles very easily with Criplord or Dark Ranger. Mr. Soda, you need one thing. This thing is called... I think he's queuing so many units. Not good. You cancel one unit or two and like buy the Orb of Corruption. Is he going to buy the orb? Yes, everybody Undead loves the orb. But this is very, very, very late. I do understand that Mr. Soda doesn't have much experience, but yes. As we can see, Human is getting more and more towers, Human is getting Workshop, Workshop is amazing, versus Destroyers. Mr. Soda is probably not going to make Destroyers anyway, and he's going to play Abomination. Believe it or not, this is good, but I think without third hero it's going to be very problematic. Mr. Soda spent a lot of time staying AFK instead of creeping, and now he's going to try to attack when we have so many towers. I don't know if Mr. Soda can break it. At least he spent his gold, right? So, when we have Death Knight in front, it's better, level 4, okay. Okay, but yes, we don't want to have our heroes in Arcane Tower range, you know, because we don't want to lose our mana. Killing this blacksmith will take some time. And look, he repositioned his abominations, and now Death Knight is losing mana. I like the Nova, and look, the Arcane Tower, we went too close, for a moment. Okay, so Mr. Soda wants to kill this expansion, and let's see how big of an army his opponent has. It's going to be a lot of rifles, I know it. Okay, that's a lot of rifles. Okay, as a Polar Rifle player myself, I like them, but this is not how you play Polar Rifle. It was Archmage, Footman expansion into Archmage Rifle, which is quite rare to see. Okay. So, a mid-wagon. So, Mr. Soda wants to kill those towers, but how? How do you kill them? With mid-wagons has siege damage and he's a very nice attacking range, so it's a good anti-tower unit, but human towers have heavy armor, so mid-wagon is not even that efficient versus them, because attack type, armor type, you know, combination. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, mid-wagon is joining us. Mr. Soda is very passive. Thank God that his opponent is not spamming units. And this mid-wagon, he needs to stay in the distance. Okay, do I like this push? I mean, it's okay. Mr. Soda spent all of his gold. This push is very late. Versus, okay, we should coil Nova this mortar team, because mortar teams are very fragile. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this siege will take forever. So, you may say, Saul, if you think that push is too late, what should Undead do? Undead should creep entire map, get 3 heroes into high levels, and then there will be a chance. Opponent got MK second, is playing Rifle Mortar, which is funny. And what is Soda going to do? Imagine having Impale here. Imagine having Impale, or at least Dark Ranger. There is no priest, there is no dispute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the push continues, Riflemen are slowly dying. And case here, Abominations are spreading the disease cloud. Lich should be attacking, Lich should be in front. And our most DPS unit died, and it's micro. Now Death Knight is dead with a TP. And to be honest, because opponent has 3000 gold, I think Soda with a little bit better micro maybe he would have a chance. So yes, he should tank with Abominations, he should heal them, and now he's fighting without heroes. So Mr. Soda should rebuy one hero immediately from the tavern, probably Death Knight first, and pull back and wait. But yes, Mr. Soda probably understands that in this game he can't do much. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would say that Mr. Soda needs to learn the basics, because as you can see, there was a lot of like mistakes in his build order. Also, he was not following the plan. His plan should be to scout human expansion with Acolyte number 6, or at least with Skeleton, and then go to this expansion, slow down the human a little bit, and then wait for his tier 3 army. Of course, there's more details to it, but yes, we need to start with the basics. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope that you like Mr. Soda replay, and I hope he's going to improve. Undead is pretty tricky, because you can't play one thing over and over again. You need to adjust to your opponent nicely. But I hope that Mr. Soda will enjoy his journey. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next YouTube video. Bye bye.